Former economic advisor to President Ronald Reagan, none other than Art Laffer, someone who certainly knows Larry Kudlow pretty well as well. He joins me now. Art, good to see you.
Good to see you.
I know
How are you, Trish?
I'm good. I know you don't like tariffs. I know Larry doesn't really like tariffs. You know what?
Like
I know the president does not like tariffs.
Either,
Nobody
really.
likes tariffs. However, it's the leverage we have right now with China. How is it that China, who's suffering economically, their stock market is suffering, how is it that they're saying, we don't really care? Are we not quite threatening enough? I mean, walk me through what could possibly go through China's head right now.
You just remember, I'm not a good one at strategy, Trish, so forgive me. And these types of conflicts always scare me, bother me. I wrote a paper called The Great Fall of China, and China is very vulnerable right now to economic sanctions or any types of issues like this. And Larry Kudlow is totally correct. China has not come back with anything. I mean, Xi made a statement that all tariffs were bad. They hurt both parties, and then he retaliates, which makes no sense. Why doesn't he just sit down and say, Mr. President Trump, what would you like? Let's sit down and talk about what the world would be like. A zero-based budgeting process where we start with a complete blank slate, and let's sit there and look at what we would like to have and not like to have in our trade relations, because China should be our best trading partner in the world.
Yeah, maybe he thinks we're bluffing. Well, maybe bluffing, that's the problem. Maybe he doesn't know how serious we are, Art.
Well, that may be true, but he's hurting himself. I mean, China, with all their protectionists and all their policies, is killing the Chinese as well. Protectionism hurts both parties, Trish. And he says that, and then he doesn't respond, which is just crazy.
Okay, so he knows it's not good for him.
By the way.
He knows that his economy's suffering. He knows that his stock market's suffering, and he's not willing to do anything. Perhaps he's not willing to do anything. I'm just going to float this one out there. Not that I need to get into the head of the Chinese, but you know what? He's in power no matter what. I think he's hoping. He's hoping that this will cost us something economically, and therefore will cost Donald Trump and the Republicans something politically. In other words, he knows we don't have a 100-year plan. We got a plan, for the next couple of years. And we're saying right now, we're going to try and make life painful for you, China. And China's saying, well, fine, yeah, okay, we'll withstand it because life is going to be painful for you guys too. And with any luck, it's painful enough that the Republicans and the president don't stay. Well,
you may be exactly right. That may be his logic all the way. But when I look at Xi, President Xi, I sit there and say, Donald Trump going to free trade, zero tariffs, no non-tariff barriers would help China enormously. China grew in this whole period from 1970 to the present. They grew 23-fold, while we grew 2.5-fold because their growth rates were so high because they reduced tariffs, because they got free trade. That's what rocketed China into prosperity. Why would they now not want to do that and go back?
Art, well, simultaneously, they've put tariffs on our goods coming in.
But why? It's hurt them. Trish, it hurts them to put tariffs on our goods.
It hurts them, you're right. In that, well, because they want everybody buying locally. That's the problem. They're thinking domestically about encouraging their industries. We haven't thought about that.
Well, but I do think we do go locally, and there are certain things the Chinese make better than we do, and there's some things we make better than China. I mean, we should sell them those things we make better than they do in exchange for those things they make better than we do. That's the gains from trade, and that is exactly what China should be doing.
But you know what they're trying to do? They're trying to do everything that we do really well. Art, they don't come up with fabulous new kinds of technology like we do here.
Well, no,
we're the innovators,
but
now they're stealing it from us. They're stealing it to the tune of $600 billion, and no president has bothered to say a darn thing.
Well, Trump is saying a lot, and Larry Kudlow makes it very, very clear when this, and I believe them both very much that they are stealing that. From what I hear in business as well, is that China is taking these things. We can't own a certain percentage of a Chinese company and all of that stuff, which makes no sense.
Agreed.
I mean, Xi should, if they're behind us in technology, clearly they would be advantaged by having freer trade rather than less trade, and they would be booming as a result.
Well,
right now, I think they're on the brink of collapsing.
My advice,
and I don't think Xi is.
Yeah, I hear you. And, my advice to Larry and my advice to the president is stick to your guns. don't budge an
inch. They
inch.
will stick to their guns. Believe me, Larry and the president will stick to their guns. I'm the one who has got, I get all scared in this stuff. I wrap myself up in a fetal position.
Because you know what? We're still the best game in town. We're going to use that leverage while we have the ability to do it.
Well, I hope they get a free trade deal with China. I would love to see that. I love China, and I think China would be a great partner of ours.
Art Laffer.